everyone. Welcome to this episode of Speak to Transform. Have you ever wondered what are some alternative ways that you can optimize your health, especially during travel? I don't know about you, but it seems to be that a lot of times when people travel, they tend to get sick more often. Does that ever happen to you? Well, my guest today is going to share with you some things that you can do to bring along on your travels to help you maintain your wellness and to do it in a natural, holistic way. I'm going to bring to the stage now Annette Schedler. Hi, Annette.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello. So for those who don't know Annette, let me formally introduce her. And we're going to talk today. She's going to share with you about the top oils, essential oils that you can use, bring with you when you travel to be able to help you maintain your wellness, but also to have on hand if you need them. So Annette Schedler has been a registered massage therapist since 1999. So that's 25 years as of today's recording date. And she's also a wellness advocate for doTERRA since 2015. I know that you are a wealth of resources in terms of when it comes to wellness. And this is something you're very passionate about, helping others find optimum wellness using natural sources. So first of all, before we get into the top essential oils to take with you when you're traveling, I'd love to know if you would share with our listeners today, how did you become so passionate about using natural products and wellness through natural sources?
Well, I would have to say that it's something that I kind of grew up with and just assumed that it's something that everybody did. It was just normal for me. I grew up in a home, both my parents are German, and Germans like to use natural things, and that's how I grew up. So I used a lot of, like, if I had stomach flu, my mom would make chamomile tea. If I had if I injured myself, she got out the Swedish bitters. So most things that were, chamomile tea is not too yucky tasting, but some things are very yucky tasting. So I have acquired a taste for yucky things. as long as I knew that they worked. So that was just that was how I grew up.
That's so good. It reminds me of, it used to be a commercial years ago. Was it Buckley's? You know, it doesn't taste great, but it works.
It works. Yeah, they still have that commercial, actually.
Now, for those who are listening, you're thinking, okay, we don't want to scare you off. It doesn't have to taste bad, but however, there are some of the natural, and that's really what's happened over the years. I think is things have become commercialized to the point where they've wanted to add sugar to things, and that just kind of snowballed into now a whole different area of pharmaceuticals or things like that, so that it tastes good, but you have no idea what's inside of it.
That's
and
right.
Whether or not it's doing any damage. So awesome. So you not only are passionate about it as an adult, but growing up, you've experienced it and you've walked it out. And yeah, it's not common knowledge to everyone. And I think in the past number of years, it's become more of a desire for people to know more about how do I use natural sources to, whether it be to prevent or combat just daily things that happen in life in terms of our human experience in terms of health, but also seasonally when we come upon certain times of the year that we may be prone to catching a flu or a cold. And what are some things we can do? I know for me, I'm a new grandma, and my daughter is, talking to her about some homeopathic things that I did when she was a baby. But I don't know where to find a lot of these things in this city that I'm in today, because we were in a different city and we could find these. So that's a whole other conversation you and I can have.
There you go. Yeah, that's right.
The babies in terms of TV and all that. All right. So let's get into how did you come to, because I know you're a doTERRA wellness advocate, and there are other companies out there that sell essential oils. Why did you choose doTERRA?
Well, it was 2014 that my husband was diagnosed with pancreatic and liver cancer. And I had heard of a girl just prior to that who had a brain tumor, and she was using frankincense. And so I thought, I wonder if that might help him. And so I was researching different companies out there to see which ones were safe to take internally, because essential oils generally are not meant to be taken internally.
Mm.
So essential oils, because they become so popular, it might say on the bottle 100% pure essential oil, but really only a drop or a third of it needs to be 100% pure. The rest can be synthetic and fillers. So it's really important to choose your company wisely, and also to read the label on the back, because it'll tell you, you know, external use only or whatever. The ones with doTERRA, some will say that you can take them orally. So I chose doTERRA because I wanted him to take frankincense internally.
Mm.
Like just a drop,
Yes.
like under the tongue, not a whole, not a whole bunch, but a couple of times throughout the day, he would put a drop underneath his tongue.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I think it's important because I know that I have over the years purchased essential oils that I didn't realize, but you can almost tell from the smell or from the
Yeah,
other thing. It's like that there's more chemical in there than actual
for
the oil
sure. Yeah,
itself, or
exactly.
different quality, right?
That's
And
right.
yeah, so what else did you want to say anything else before we get into?
Well, I just wanted to say that with doTERRA, they are third-party tested, which is really important, that you have an outside company just making sure that what is in the bottle actually is in the bottle, and that nothing else is in the bottle. And essential oils are, I just want to mention, are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. I
Wow.
love my herbs and I use them all the time, but there are times where I do choose to use essential oils when I want something that's quite potent. So the interesting thing about essential oils is that the plants themselves that we get the essential oils from. So essential oils come from either from the leaves or bark or flowers. And the whole reason that God put these essential oils into the plants is that it helps the plant itself to be protected against disease or predators. So when you apply them topically, you are then actually allowing all of the properties that are in the plant, whether it be anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral, then your body, it will help your body to, it just sort of supports your own body. So essential oils, as you know, with any natural product, we're not allowed to make any medical claims. So we can say, though, that they help your body to heal itself. It supports your body so that it can heal itself. So, but yeah, I just find that fascinating, that the properties that are in the plants, so that's why there's different properties in the different essential oils, and I'll talk about that. Then you are actually receiving those properties then as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's get right into it. If I was to go traveling, what would be your top 6 essential oils that you would recommend I take with me, and why?
Sure. Well, the first one that I wanted to talk about is lavender. And the doTERRA lavender, I have to say, I normally do not even like lavender, but I think it's because usually when I smell it, it smells so synthetic. But the doTERRA lavender is just a very nice, full, earthy aroma. And lavender is known as everything calming. So it helps if you are traveling and you're having trouble sleeping, then you can put a drop on your pillow. You can put some on the bottoms of your feet. Lavender also helps with stress and anxiety. So maybe before you're flying, if you're feeling anxious because you're getting on an airplane and you're just not feeling very calm about it, you can just take some with you, and because you're allowed a certain amount of liquids, you can take some of your favorite oils with you that fit into that little bag, little plastic bag, just to help with anxiety and stress. Also, if you're going someplace warm and you possibly get a sunburn, lavender is really, it's not well known yet that it helps with this, but it's supposedly works better than aloe vera if you get a
Oh,
burn.
wow.
So when you're using essential oils topically, if you have young skin, older skin, or sensitive skin, it's really important to dilute it. So with a carrier oil like jojoba or fractionated coconut oil, or if you have like an unscented lotion, you can put a few drops in there as well. So if you're applying it topically over a burn, it would be good to maybe have some lotion with you, and then just put that on top, and it works great. It also works great if you get bug bites. So mosquito bites that are really itchy, they can also help to reduce that annoying itch.
Wow, sounds like
Yeah.
one of those essential oils that is an essential to be in your bag.
That's right. My number 2 is peppermint. And so peppermint here, just smell this. Smell this. It smells amazing.
Peppermint.
So there's like 25, if you were to drink 25 cups of peppermint tea, hypothetically, that's in 1 drop of the doTERRA peppermint essential oil. So it's super potent. It just is such a lovely full aroma that just opens up your chest cavity. It's great when you're feeling, I know for me lately, I've been getting a little bit air sick when I travel. So I for sure have peppermint with me, and I'll just inhale that as I'm flying if I'm feeling a little bit queasy. But peppermint is great. As a massage therapist, I've been massaging for 25 years, and I like to use it also for helping to relax muscle tension. It helps with headaches. You can put some on your fingertips and just massage it into the temples or the back of the neck. And you just have to be very careful not to get it near your eyes. If you're a gentleman that's listening to this, it's really important to wash your hands before going to the washroom, because it is a very strong essential oil. It's a beautiful oil. It just helps you to also feel alert and gives you just a little bit more energy. And that's peppermint. The next one, moving right along.
Peppermint, and next
one is frankincense. 'Tis the season for frankincense. This one is a little bit of a woodsy aroma. It is beautiful. I've gotten used to the smell of frankincense. It is quite lovely, actually.
Considered the king of essential oils.
The king of essential oils. And if you're not sure which essential oil to use frankincense. So frankincense is one of those things that's great for helping helping with healing wounds. It again does not heal. It helps your body to heal itself, but you can put it on topically if there is a wound that has, whether it's a burn also or a cut. It just helps your body to heal itself. It also helps support the immune system, which is wonderful. And especially when you're traveling and you feel something coming on, you can just even inhale it. So again, like with essential oils, you can use them, as I mentioned briefly, aromatically. So you can use a diffuser. You can smell it directly out of the bottle. You can use it topically when diluted. Ideally, sometimes you can use it straight on the skin, but if you find that there's a little bit of burning sensation, then you just add a little bit of lotion or essential fractionated coconut oil or something like that, jojoba oil, even butter. If you don't have anything else and you need to typically throw some butter on there. That's right. And then when it says that you can take it internally, then if you're going to have like a glass of water and you add a drop, it should be a glass, not plastic. Otherwise, the essential oil will have the plastic leach into the water. So you don't want to do that. So you want to add it to some water in a glass or in a ceramic mug or something like that. It's also good for congestion. Frankincense is good for congestion, coughs, allergies. So again, if you are traveling and you just feel that you do have a cough, my daughter, when we went to a bed and breakfast, and she had a really bad cough, and we had to sleep in the same room, the 3 of us, and she was coughing a lot. And so we said, here, take some frankincense. And she didn't cough the whole night. I can't say that it's like that all the time, because we've tried it since then. It doesn't always do that. But that night she didn't cough at all, which was amazing. Either that or we were just so tired we slept through it. I'm not sure, but it's also good and helpful for back pain. So it's helpful for that as well. So it's a very versatile essential oil. So lemon. Oh, I should mention too. I don't think I was going to mention that. So lemon is the next one. Lemon is a really lovely fresh scent. It's also quite a versatile oil. And this is one that I often will just leave in my purse, because sometimes when you go to a restaurant and they ask if you want lemon in your water, you don't know how clean those lemons are. How have they washed the outside of the lemon? Have they washed their hands before touching the lemon and putting in your glass? So I often will just say, no, thank you. And I'll put in 1 drop of the lemon essential oil into my water when I'm at a restaurant.
Brilliant.
So,
I never thought about doing that. That's a brilliant.
so, and this too, lemon, it helps to support your liver. So first thing in the morning, if you have water with a little bit of lemon in there, it just helps to support your liver. It also can help with, if you have water retention, you can apply it topically. The thing with any citrus oil, there are 1 or 2 exceptions, but any citrus oil is photosensitive. So be sure that if you're using anything citrusy topically, not to go in the sun, because it would really not be good for your skin if you did that. It's great too for degreasing things. So if you've got something that's greasy or sticky, like if you remove a sticker off of something and you can't get that off and you're rubbing and you're scrubbing, just put a few drops of the lemon on and it works amazing. It's just a wonderful thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
These are like
yeah.
amazing little hacks you're getting here today.
So then the next oil is a blend, and it's called On Guard. So On Guard is an amazing blend. I just have to read.
One of my favorites, definitely one of my favorites, is the On Guard, because of it. The blend is just with, if you feel a cold coming on, that's what I use. I use that. I rub it here on my my I rub it here on my glands, and then I put on my hands and I inhale it. It is just an amazing one. I travel with this one all the time.
I just deleted my VPN.
I was going to ask you that. I thought it's
Let's see.
all right. Let's do it. So you were talking about, yes. So go ahead.
Yeah. So the On Guard is one of those things too. It is a blend. It's a beautiful blend. Some people call it Christmas in a bottle, because I have to read the ingredients. It has wild orange, which is amazing. Wild orange by itself is amazing. I love wild orange. And clove and cinnamon bark and leaf, eucalyptus and rosemary. And so this particular blend is great for if it helps to build up your immune system. Again, if you feel a cold or flu coming on, you can put it on the bottoms of your feet. You can put some in a glass, not plastic, of water. It has, because of the clove in there, it has a little bit of a numbing effect. So if you have a bit of a sore throat, it helps to numb that. It tastes okay. It's not, it's okay. I've tasted worse things, but it's also helpful for cleaning surfaces. You can use it as a cleaning. So doTERRA has that actually as a concentrated cleaner, but you can also just use the essential oil blend and add it to your water. If you're traveling and you're wanting to use it as a room spray, you can just have some water and then add some of the On Guard and spritz your room just to cleanse the air. But also if there's, surface area, toilet seats, things like that.
The notoriously, my husband and I, whenever we are at a hotel, he's always like, did you bring some wipes or something for the TV remote, right?
Sure. That's a good idea. Very good. Also, as a hand sanitizer.
Telephone. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea. The things we never used to think about, but we do more so now. And you can also, the doTERRA has the On Guard hand sanitizer. You can also make your own hand sanitizer. So sometimes when my On Guard hand sanitizer is empty, after I finish using it, I will fill it with some water, a little bit of vodka, and and some of the On Guard, a few drops of the On Guard essential oil blend, and then I have my own little hand sanitizer. You can also add things like aloe vera gel just to make it a little bit softer, or vitamin E. Cut open a little vitamin E gel, and that's quite lovely as well. So
wow,
the On Guard one is
never
really
have thought of vodka. That must be a German thing.
Might be more Russian, but it's good. Yeah. So I was just going to do the top 5, but I'm doing the top 6. So one more I wanted to add was Easy Air. In the States, it's called Breathe, but in Canada, it's called Easy Air. And this
Yes.
is another blend, and it's a nice blend. And I also, for myself, I call it liquid Drano because I find if I'm very congested, I just kind of try to breathe that in if I am able to at all, and it just really helps with that. So that blend has in it laurel, peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, lemon, cardamom, and ravensara. And it helps with things like asthma or lung issues. So it just helps to support the body with your lungs. It supports your lungs. You can diffuse it or breathe it in or rub it on your chest. Again, preferably diluted. And so things like if you've got allergies, cough, if you're sneezing a lot, congestion, just that whole congestion thing. I have a funny thing when I'm traveling, when I'm flying in an airplane, and once I hit a certain altitude, I start sneezing. I don't know what that's about.
Wow. Interesting.
But I usually just have on the airplane, I usually just have peppermint with me just for if I get
Stomach.
air sick a little
Or
bit.
air
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
But it's nice to smell.
Yes, I was just going to say during the 2020 era, let me just say it that way, when everything, there was this big virus going around that, well, I actually used Easy Air to get over it much faster. I remember specifically, I had that there, I had On Guard, I used all my essential oils, but that one I would keep breathing in and I got over it like within a day. So it was,
Wow.
yeah,
I
it
have
was
to say too, I have a dear friend who struggles with asthma, and she still has her inhaler with her. But I don't know about last summer, but it was a few summers ago when we were talking. She said all she was using really was Easy Air, and it helped her with her asthma. But again, she had her inhaler with her always just in case, but it just really helped. So why not? If you can do something that's good for you, that helps you with your breathing, then that would be super. So essential oils are nothing new. We've heard a lot about them, so people might think that they're new, but they've been around for thousands of years, and they were even mentioned in the Bible. And I once actually did a presentation with the ladies group on essential oils from the Bible, and combined it with the foot washing, and it was really good. It was really good. And so then I also had like an unscented lotion and little empty bottle, like I gave each woman a jar with just the unscented lotion, and whichever essential oil they wanted, then they created their own little mixture. And then we ended with a foot massage after the foot washing, and they got to take their little tub of essential oil cream home with them. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of things you can do. Like there's essential oils that can help with emotional support. That's actually really fascinating. Essential oils that we touched on, a few things that help with immune system. You can use some essential oils for cooking, which is you just need in some cases, just I think it was, which one was it? The oregano. You just stick the toothpick into the oregano and add that to your chili because it's so potent.
wow.
But it's quite amazing that you can use some of them with cooking. Essential oil for pets. You can have some DIY, do-it-yourself gifts that you can make using essential oil. So the list is just very long of the different things.
Endless. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So I feel like there's another workshop coming along here, a seminar with essential oils from the Bible and other ones.
Yeah.
Annette,
That
this
was
has
fun.
been great. Yeah. So I know even with doTERRA, and you were the one who introduced me to this, is there was a little, I don't know if they still have it, the little carry pouch that you can bring.
I believe so. Yes, I believe so.
Thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's very nice just to have in your purse. And that way you've always got a little bit with you for sure. Yeah.
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 Now I did hear one time, and I don't know if this is still the case. You know how when you go through when you're traveling, you can only take so many liquids with you, a certain amount, that essential oils are classified differently than other liquids, that it's actually considered Now, when I went through one time, they said, "Oh yeah, that doesn't count because it was outside. It was outside the bag. It doesn't count because it's considered medicinal." It's kind of
Okay. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. And here I was just limited to my peppermint. Just thought, okay, well, just take this one at least. And good to
no,
know. Good to
yeah, for
know.
health benefits. If it's something
And some
like
of them,
almost like, go ahead.
yeah, no, I was just going to say some of them are classified as natural health product NHP.
Mhm.
And so some people too, if they're depending on their insurance company, some of them might even be able to write them off as an insurance, not write them off, but get refunded as if it is
Mhm.
something. So each insurance company is a little bit different, but it would be
Mhm.
worthwhile checking into. So yeah, yeah, they're
100%.
very wonderful.
That's so good. Well, thank you, Annette. So just recap the ones that you said, the 6 were
The
lavender.
6 were lavender, peppermint, frankincense, lemon, and then the blends On Guard and Easy Air. And in the States, it's called Breathe.
And in
Yeah.
states called Breeze. Awesome. So if you're
Yeah.
listening today and you want to know how can you get a hold of this, there's a link down below that you can get a percentage off with that link. I think it's a 25% off or some discount, but go ahead and order yourself one or all of these and test it out. See, and I'm sure if you need help with figuring out or remembering how to use it or anything, you can go back and listen to this, or you can reach Annette on Facebook. Is that the best place, Annette, or
Yeah, that would be a
website?
good place. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Facebook would be the best, I think, Messenger. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, anything else you want to leave with our listeners today surrounding the area of using natural sources to optimize their health and wellness?
I would just encourage people to try essential oils if they have not yet been introduced to them, or just, buy organic, eat organic whenever possible, get interested or informed with different locally grown or local weeds, aka herbs that are in their area. And just start to give your body the nutrients that God has put on this earth for us. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Annette, for sharing your experience and wisdom and
Thank you so
expertise
much.
with us. You are most welcome.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone. Make sure you share this episode with someone you know needs to hear it. And be sure to check out the link down below and have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
As you're listening today, you may have felt prompted to say, I want to become a much better speaker. I want to be able to speak with confidence, clarity, and transformational impact. I want to invite you to check out the link in the comments below, wherever you're listening to this. Your voice is an instrument of transformation and needs to be heard. So let it be heard.